Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we're taking a look at Moonsta'S Revenge, a brand new play-to-earn game available on the Binance Smart Chain. We're going to be taking a look at how to play this game, which is available to play now. We're going to be going through how to purchase the token and how to buy an egg. We're going to be buying 2 eggs today to start me off on my journey. We're also going to be doing a giveaway in today's episode, so when I open those eggs, I'll be working out who wins. There'll be something linked to that you'll need to watch to be able to be entered, but it will be the usual. You then have to comment something in the comment section below, because we do watch to earn on this channel. This is sponsored content, by the way. And go to Discord, which is in the link in the description below. Go to the competition wallet section, post your YouTube name and your wallet, and you are entered. Then we'll do a random comment picker in 24 hours time. We'll pick 2 eggs so you can get started on this journey. Right, let's get into it. So straight off, the website, is very, very good because it posts the official contract address straight away. Like, do you know how annoying it is when they don't do this? Yeah. Contract address is the most valuable piece of information. Then you can just go to PooCoin, post it in there, and the token will come up. You can do it through PancakeSwap. It's a little bit slower for me personally. I find this best to use. And then you've got your MTR. If you go to the trade button over here, you got MTR will appear down here, and then you can pick whatever currency you want to trade into. So if I took BUSD, I'd go to the MTR. You need about 6,000 to purchase an egg. Swap, and then it'll go through as a transaction. That'll come up, just confirm, and then you'll have your MTR ready to purchase an egg. So we're going to purchase egg in a minute. Just going to take you through this section so you understand the story of the game. So once upon a time, Moonland was a peaceful and breathtaking landscape where Moonsta'S and humans lived in unity. But then King felt scared by the power of the Moonsta'S. He then ordered bad heroes to destroy the land to protect their own kind. To protect their own kind, the strongest Moonsta'S have to rise against the Moonland soldiers to take back their beautiful land. I like how we're not the humans in this, we're the Moonsta'S. Like, humans are the bad people. Game feature, play to earn. Protect Moonland from bad heroes to acquire more MTR tokens. It's going to have PvP mode. It's going to have transformation where you can merge 2 monsters together to become a stronger one. And there's going to be an elemental system like you'd expect in a battling game where, earth, metal, wind, fire, these different types of things, elements that will have advantages and disadvantages against different types. Tokenomics are as follows. Dev team only own 4% of the total supply, and it is locked for 12 months and with the vesting period of every month after that. So they are in it for the long haul, next year, and then after that they're going to get a very slow vesting period. It's play to earn. The 39% of the total token supply will be left for that. We've got marketing 1%, liquid pools 20%, pre-sale 35%, and airdrop 1%. Now, the roadmap they've made good grounds on. So round 1 was game ideas, launch a social and website, audit contract, marketing, IDO and Oxbow, all happened, launch on PancakeSwap successfully, release the game, marketplace, fight heroes, features, and listing on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Then we're in round 2 where we've got release the training feature. So that's coming soon. We've got the release of items feature coming soon, release Moonsta'S transformation feature, update the UI in UX, update new animations, and influencer marketing, which obviously they're in now, CEX listing. And round 3, the plan is to release a guild feature. So could this be the very first game that we played on this channel where we actually get to start our own guild? This will involve guild war gameplay, so we'll be able to play together. And they plan for this to be available on mobile app, iOS and Android, which is good because I think you really need to aim for that market if you're going to make a game that is accessible to the masses and potentially lead to the adoption of people engaging with cryptocurrency when they never have before. Game studio and more exchanges in future. The team looks like they're made up of a lot of experienced people in gaming and crypto. You can visit their LinkedIn pages, which is always a good thing. So you can check out these guys, whether they actually have the experience that they're stating they do. So you can go check that out. And we have the ability to click play now straight away. So the game is already available. It's in maintenance at the moment, but let's go away from that and we'll go into here where we've got this is what it actually looks like once you click play to play now. So we've got the shop, which is available where you can purchase an egg. So you can see we can use the MTR that we've had. So 4,600. Oh, maybe it's less than it needed, or maybe it went down for some reason. You can click purchase and purchase one of those eggs. That'll go through, and then you're going to need a little bit of MTR, I believe, to open the egg as well. You have the marketplace, which is where all the different Moonsta'S that people have hatched are available, and maybe ones that they want to sell. Maybe people have pulled some 3 stars and want to get rid of their 2 stars or 1 stars because we haven't got that transformation yet ability. But you might want to hold a few commons. These will be obviously cheaper because you can combine them together, and we'll talk about it in a bit when we come to the white paper. There is a chance that you can combine 2 1 stars to make a mythic, which is the highest rarity. So everything's going to have potential value still, even if it's not that good right now in battle mode. So you can sort through the different rarities, 1 to 4 star, and the different element types. The egg that you might have, items will be coming soon, and the orders. So the items, what I like in their feature is the plan is to get this into when the PvP comes, there will be a chance when you attack that you will drop an item, which would be a great extra way of making you stronger. But NFTs, if you're going to make a game play to earn, it has to have NFT drops that, you know, give you advantages at, like, even rare rates, you know, 1% drop rate. I don't mind that with Crypto Blades. I'm still playing that because I still want that 1% trinket. And then we have battle mode. This is what it looks like. So you can add your Moonsta to this, and you can then add what your buff is going to be. I believe that goes in there, and click fight, and then we've got a weapon here which may become when the items come, and you can pick whether you want easy, normal, hard, hell, or chaos. The higher the selection, the higher reward. So we're going to come back and look at the actual battling system and have a plan of it in a minute. There's the inventory where you can check out what you've got, you know, some of your items, but that's coming soon. And then we have the breeding feature. Now, the great thing about the breeding feature is that you can put your Moonsta up for basically to be bred with, and people have to pay whatever rate you set to be able to do that. So this is determined by us. If we all set this at like 10, we could get some really cheap breeds, but people aren't going to do that. You know, we want to set a fairly decent rate to make some money off this, because if you got a 3 star, if you can make extra money from people breeding with it, then that's great. So we have this feature where you can match with one of these as long as you've got a Moonsta that's level 3 or higher, and haven't bred before, have bred before, a breeding pair not of the same generation, or haven't bred before, I think. You can go ahead with it and start breeding. I imagine you'll have to play a bit of metal when you open your egg as well, but that'll give you an egg that you can hatch as well. So it's essentially a little cheaper way. If it's 1,800, a cheaper way of, once you've got those Moonstas, of making more Moonstas. Now this is a limited egg supply. There's only going to be just under 4,000 available. So, you know, breeding is going to be the way you're going to be able to create new ones, and there's not going to be, when those eggs run out and you can't buy them anymore, this is where people are going to come to purchase those Moonstas. You have to pay a claim fee of 1,000 MTR. So there's where it was still, though, if you were breeding for 2,000 plus 1,000 claim fee, you're still only paying 3,000, which is less than you would be for an egg. So it's still really good value, and you can add your Moonsta there, your personal one, to be able to get involved for other people to breed with yours. So if you get, you know, if you've got a 4-star one, you might be the first one to actually put it up there, because there's no ones available there that are actually 4-star. Well, unless we go to 2. Maybe there's some 4 stars in here. No. What's this guy? Number 45. It's not showing up, but 3,000 with a lot higher. I think this guy might be a 4-star. So yeah, there we go. So they are a 4-star. So there's only one of them, ID 43. So very rare. And you can make 3,000 MTR every single time you do that, which means you could put that into other things like, you know, hatching more eggs, or you could sell it off to make profit. And then we've got the claim feature. Now there is a tax on this if you claim early, so a 30% tax, which I like to see in the games. It prevents people from just constantly claiming and the reward pool having difficulties. So that is basically the run of the game. We're going to be purchasing an egg in a minute towards the end, which is where we'll do the giveaway, and then we're going to be just practicing with the fighting system as well. But first I want to take a look at the just a little bit of a more in-depth look at the the white paper. It's very detailed, very nice. It details some of the things that I've mentioned. So 3,839 are the number of eggs that are available. When hatching the first generation eggs, players will receive an F0 Moonsta. So that'll, you'll know that is a first generation Moonsta then. These ones will have more power and special attributes that will make them stronger than other generations. There are different development forms, and you have to use a few MTR tokens to complete the hatching process. We've got Moonsta Element System, where we've got fire, metal, wood, earth, water, and fire, with your classic advantages and disadvantages. Water's going to have an advantage against fire, whereas fire is going to have element team buff. Fire against earth. So fire is more powerful against earth. Yeah. Water against wood. Put some wood. Maybe I got it wrong. But water has an advantage. Oh, it's different for team buff and combat advantage. I see. So there's two different differences in terms of advantage and buff. The elements, you can see, work like this. So fire beats metal. Water beats fire. And there are a total of 4 rarities, as we spoke about there, different stars, 4 stars being the highest, and they will drop at a rate of 1%. So 1 in 100 chance that you're going to get one. So if 100 of us buy these eggs, one of us might end up lucky enough with a 4-star. And these will have the highest power at level 1, 6,000, double that of a 3-star. And they will level up by more each time, and they will have, as everybody else does with a F0 Moonsta, luck plus 20. Now FN Moonsters, so non-first generation Moonsters, will have lower power at level 1 than their counterparts, but they will still level up at the same amount, and their bonus attributes will, rather than being plus 20, will range from 0 to 20 instead. The heroes are the enemies that you'll battle, and they have their own elemental power as well, which you'll have to, type advantage, match up well against. Hero element will rotate every 30 minutes. Items that they plan to have weapons that increase Moonsta power, and the weapons will have elemental power as well. So you probably want to find one that matches your Moonsta in certain situations. There'll be runes that will include protection runes that will protect your Moonsta from being burned when transform failed. And luck rune, which increases the success rate of transformations, which we'll look at in a minute how that works. And also a little feature that I like, in training mode, they're going to have this ability to drop potentially a lucky ticket, and with that you will win a big prize. So even if you lose, there's like a small chance that you might get a lucky ticket and win big. I like that feature. It might just, if you ever win it, it'll just mean that you're kind of excited. You're not too bummed if you lose every time, because there's still that little chance. Fighting heroes, we've got battle and training. So your fighting heroes is your PvE mode. You enter your character, which I'm going to go through that when we go look at the example. Nothing there that we won't see when you battle. And then we've got combat reward. You got 40 stamina for each monster with a maximum, and it takes 10 stamina each time you engage in a combat. So it will take you, you got 4 battles, but then it'll take you, being that 2 stamina recovers every hour, a fair while, 20 hours before you got back to your 40 stamina. It doesn't mean you're going to have to pay attention to this every hour, which can sometimes find a little bit complicated to fit in with every day. Especially with this coming to mobile, you want a game that's not draining too much time on. Reward payout is as follows. Players can claim rewards after 3 days, as I mentioned before. If the player claims sooner, 30% of that reward will be returned into the reward game pool. So it's nice that an extra little buff to go into the economy if somebody does want to take advantage of the claim soon feature. EXP will be received after every win in combat, as following formula. Buff win rate as well, following formula. Don't ask me to interpret that. Moonsta transformation. Now this is the great little thing, and like I mentioned, there's value in keeping commons. So if you've got 2 commons, you can combine them, transform them, which is basically combine them together, and you will form a potential epic 40% chance of it going through. So that's pretty good odds. But the thing I like is there's this 0.01% chance that it will transform into a mythic, which is 1 in 1,000. But you know, when lots of us are playing it, there's somebody's gonna get that lucky 1 in 1,000. You got epic and epic becomes legendary, 20% chance though for that, and legendary become mythic with a 5% transform percentage. So think about those runes that we talked about before. If you use a protection rune, it will reduce the likelihood that one of yours will burn. So if a transform fails, player will lose one of their 2 Moonsta'S. So it's a big risk, but high reward. And players can use special items to protect them. So you can increase the success rate, and you can decrease the chance that you're going to be burned with a protection rune. So you're going to need those runes, I think, I mean, definitely if you're going to go in with 2 legendaries, because you could be burning away 2 really, expensive characters for only a 5% chance. It's a big risk to take. You need those runes, I think. Then we've got breeding. So only Moonsta'S over level 3 can breed. Parents from the same element. An egg will have, if you breed 2 fire, it will give birth to a fire egg. But if they're not the same element, it will breed a random egg. And parents with high rarity can breed eggs with high chance of opening high rarity Moonsta'S. Each Moonsta'S can breed only 1 time. Your Moonsta'S must have full stamina to match. It will drain 20 stamina for each match. You can also, as we mentioned, register them for breeding and put your price up. Match them by finding the partner that you want if you want to pay for a breeding partner. We've got training, which is basically the PvP element. I like the they call it training because you're not really, you're not trying to destroy anybody. You're just training up your Moonsta'S by battling against each other so that you can become stronger to face the heroes. So we have 2 modes. There will be the defenders. So players select Moonsta'S team to register to a defender slot in training. And when in training, Moonsta'S cannot play and fight heroes mode until players unregister them. Attacker will match based on power between the 2 teams. If the defender team wins, players will receive 2% of the attacker betting amount. And then we've got attackers. Players select Moonsta'S team to find opponent base on team power. When finding a match opponent, players can choose to fight or skip to find another opponent. Players input a small bet amount and then click fight to start training. If the attacker wins, they will earn 95% of the betting amount and get some point in PvP ranking. Top PvP ranking players will gain some reward. If attackers lose, though, 2% of the betting amount will be sent to the defender, the rest of this will be sent to the reward pool, and also the attacker has a small chance to receive a special item that will only appear in training mode. So there is a real incentive to be engaging in PvP to potentially get those special item drops. We're going to have the ability to enhance weapons in future. There's the marketplace, as we've looked at, the ability to sell and buy them. Where you set the price, you determine what you want to sell it for, and you can find potential bargains by doing that or buy the floor. Roadmap, which we've taken a look at. Community, which I will post all these links in the description below so you can go check them out. And an audit, which was completed by Solid Group. So it's always good when a team has had an audit, and you can go check that out. You can see what the summary is, basically that found 1 informational and 1 medium severity risk, but the team fixed all the issues that they found. So the contract has a time-limited blacklist function, which gives the owner of the project the capability of blacklisting any addresses. 15 days after deployment, the sum of all fees is up to 10% and is taken on every sell transaction. So yeah, passed their test. 2 things that were issues, but they were fixed by the team. So having that order again adds that extra layer of security in the project. Right, competition time. I'm purchasing egg and we're going to practice the battling. So basically, to join in, I'm going to pull 2 eggs, and however many stars combined we'll get, post if it was 3 stars combined, post in the comment section below a 3-digit number, any random 3-digit number, just to confuse people who are coming in and be like, I'm going to join the competition. Right, let's do this. Purchase it. We have the B&B, we have the MTR. First one is pulling that egg along. Loading. What type of egg have you got for me, little Moonsta'S? What rarity? Okay, we got, it looks like it's a 1 star. It's a 1 star egg. Pick another one. I think the bottom determines what star it is. I got the 2 eggs. So, the first one. Oh, that's a fire. And the second one, how many stars? Oh, it's a 1 star as well. We'll hatch it. Some of them client-side errors. See the browser console for more information. Alright, they hatched. There we go. Oh, wait, it wasn't a 1 star. We did get a 2 star. How funny. It is a 3-digit number. Oh, you get to change the name. So you can name your own characters, but you have to put it through as a transaction. Loading. Transaction confirmed. So if we go to the cave and my Moonsta'S, his new name is Devling. Pay gas, but that's all. And Wolfie over here. Right, so let's do this. Battle. Can pick a hero. So we're going to go with the best, of course. Right, so if we look at the type I'm going to be metal, I believe, which would be strong against, is that earth? So we've got fire, earth, metal, water, and is green wood. So we'd go against wood. We could go against hard, but that would probably be quite hard. See if we can get this type advantage. What is that? Is that wood? Fire. Chaos looks like metal. And easy's the same as us. Or is that metal? Damn, that looks like metal. Alright, anyway, it tells us the advantage that we have here. Yeah, so it is right. It's against wood. So, or earth. We fight. The win rate, alright, is 67%. And we earn 263 MTR. That's quite a bit for a 1 battle. So if we work that out, 236 MTR. You gonna hit us with that? Nice. 236 was it? 6 BUSD. 6 BUSD per fight. God damn. So if I could get that every single fight, I mean, it wouldn't be long until I buy another egg, right? There's a lot in this. There's a lot in this then. I mean, I'd have to wait 3 days, but there's a 30% early claim, which you could easily get, you know, in 4 fights if I was to win. That's a good return. Right, so let's try it on Chrome to see if it is. I think it is the browser that's having difficulties. So if we go against hard again, which we won 62% win rate, but if we do choose easy, normal, we are going to get a higher win rate, but being that hard is a 62% win rate. I mean, we've looked out in getting metal and this being our type advantage, but 264, a 62% chance of getting that is pretty good. And look, so it's working. It just has some difficulty on Mozilla Firefox browser, so just use Google Chrome and it works absolutely fine. So we see we lost a battle there, and then we get to go again because we have 20 stamina left. So with a 60% win rate, I mean, we're likely to get $12 worth from these battles. So another win, and potential here getting another $6. Another win, 263 MTR, and you can just put this into purchasing another egg, so it wouldn't take that long. Couple of days, being that it's stamina rebuilds every 2 hours. So every 5 hours you could battle again. So 20 hours, 4 times a day that you get to battle. And obviously I've got my other monster now that has stamina, so I can switch to them. They are a fire type, so their advantage is against metal. So I'm going to have to go against that, otherwise I'm looking at a 52% win rate. The MTR is obviously going to be a less, but I'm going to hit that 100% of the time pretty much. 90%. But come on. Don't lose one, Deviling. Do me well. What's he saying? Comes out with 117. Nice. And then we fight again. You will have to pay your gas transactions for this, but in terms of gas ratio compared to what you're winning in these, it is looking good. And obviously, you know, there's going to be buffs available, there's going to be weapons. And you might get, you know, this is one of those games where, you know, I like to find new games and then play, and maybe you get that random drop where you get a 3-star. And that's when you're going to see more returns in a game like this in the future. I think they need to get to work on PvP. There's very few games that have PvP at the moment. Like, this has PvE, you know, straight from the off, which is very good, because usually we're like getting sold eggs and then we're battling. It has a marketplace, all that's in place. It's not a massively complex game. You know, it's not going to be skill to earn. It is, well, there's skill in selecting the types, and there will be, I suppose, when it comes to PvP, in selecting your types and leveling up your characters now in preparation for it. This is a kind of, you know, getting in early is going to help you earn on this one in the future, but hopefully it's not one that we see like die down, but being that it's fresh, as I say, it's not been on the market for a long time, and it's fairly low entry price, well, it's about $120 to be able to purchase one egg, and then from then you can just keep playing and earning what, $6 every single battle, not every single battle, 50% of the time. If you've managed to pull a 2-star, but don't forget, like, you could pull a 5-star or a 4-star, and at that point you're going to be pulling in more MTR. It's interesting how you get 264 against that. I wonder if you get a bonus for your type advantage, or no, because if you're battling with a 1-star, your actual max possibility is less than with your 2-star. So if we're going with them who's recovering, obviously 3rd difficulty of hard brought in more MTR, so it's about that, you know, you could get that lucky. If you do get a 5-star, you're going to be in more MTR, and potentially you're going to be able to use that to sell off or to put into more breeding. I think if you really invest into this game, you're going to be working towards combining some of the characters, transforming, and getting those high level characters like this guy. What a boss, absolute beast. The breeding feature, I think that's a really nice feature that they've got in, and the fact that you can already put your guys up for people to breed, it's just the extra little bit of where you can earn some money on this. Okay, well, join the competition by posting down in the comment section below 3-digit number, anyone, and then you'll be entered when I use the random comment picker. Apart from that, this one. Links to this are down in the description below. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.